Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
The Brewers could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Runner on the go. Next offering is foul back.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog. Facing a lineup like this keeps you on your toes. You have to make plays for your pitcher. This offense always seems to apply pressure. Plus, if they run the bases hard, it just adds another dimension to their game.
Byron Buxton in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. He'll score. The Twins have the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
For a strike. One away with a runner at third. Here in game one of this three-game set. In for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Oh, and this one gets away. Runner stays put at third. One-two. And a swing and a miss. Into the fastball.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him the space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Vic Caratini at the plate. The switch hitter batting right. Rip, but it curls foul. Buxton on third with two out. Next pitch misses inside. And 1-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. That's downstairs. And now 3-2. And ball four, two aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And that one is inside.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two. Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And that'll load the bases.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out 3 bases at this rate.
And here is Eric Waggaman on the ground to the left. Throw over to Bowers. They limit the damage here. RBI triple for Minnesota here. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here at American Family Field. And on the hill for the Twins, Pablo Lopez. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Garrett Mitchell.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 at bat at a time.
And the tying run is on base.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here's Jake Bowers.
Ball, that's out.
The kick in the pit. Runner goes. Strike in there. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Lopez gets the swing and the miss, and there are 2 down. High fly ball, right field, out under it, and that's the 3rd out. Brewers strand 1. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee, and now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 1-1.
Ball, that's down.
That's a little bit low. Oh, great stop to first, and very nicely done for the out.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball in.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And now the DH, Josh Bell. Scored the first run of the game back in the first after a single to reach base.
Ball one.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a
ball
ball.
3.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Bell not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. So the call will stay. Still one challenge left for them. And a payoff pitch. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Ball 1.
Hard liner. And that is that. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 1 and the Brewers nothing. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
Hey.
Next offer in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swings through it for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Close ball called a ball. Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of the stick.
Now it's going to be Luis Lara. Flips the corner. That's strike 1. 1 out, the runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Out towards right center field. Out settles underneath it. And there's 2 down.
Outside, ball one.
Yelich at second with 2 down. In the air, right field. And that is that. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. New inning getting started. It's still early, Singy, but looking like a bounce-back game so far.
Yeah, he's got a different presence today out there, like he came in with something to prove.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And aboard on the leadoff single.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. And now they've got
Buxton on the run. On the ground, right side. 1 pitch and 1 out.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Victor Caratini, the next Twin up to him. Worked the walk in his first trip to the plate.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And at second. And
Outside,
another
that's
ball.
ball.
The 2-1. That one fouled off. And then skips into dirt. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Runner at second here. 1 gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
And that one is lifted in the air. Mitchell really on his horse for it. He hauls it in. 2 away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Now the third baseman, Eric Wagner. Grounded out to short his first trip. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Ball one.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. That's out to center field. That's a base hit. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Well done, drives in the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Fastball for a strike. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings and a miss. Stuck him out. Good job of damage control right there. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Yeah.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Yeah, there's two away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Out towards left center. Buxton has a beat on it. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. On the ground,
Nope.
right side.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Well struck right field. Carrying well. And it is gone. He hammers one out to right. His 4th home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again. So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter. The big bat's coming up, and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
That's in. Ball 2.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. To the right side. Fair ball.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Larney in the box again. Takes the strike. Slice hard, but foul down the left side. That one misses. And the count 1-2. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bell gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it because he got bumped. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
That's ball 2.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
This ball's chopped to the ground. Flips it. There's one. The first is safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Cody Clemens. The next twin up to him. Popped in the air. Left field. And that'll do it. Twins get one on this homer. On now to the bottom of the fourth. You're watching Brewers baseball on The Show, Wisconsin. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Got him on the off-balance throw. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Ball one.
The Twins leading by 3. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2. That one ripped left field. And it one-hops the wall. Relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
One out. Runner at second. Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Oh, that's low.
One out and a runner at second.
Oh, looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one
Oh, that's
outside.
off the plate.
3 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Way out front for strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Man at second. Liner, base hit. Buxton returns it to the infield. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
Outside with a breaking ball. Two on, one out. On the corner for a strike.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swinging a drive, deep right field. That one carrying. And he makes the play on the warning track. Runner tags for home. To the play. And saved. It's 3-1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Luis Lara up now for the Brewers. Fly to right his first time. Swinging a foul straight back. Mitchell off the first with 2 away. Up the middle. And that one handled. Not in time. He's safe. For a strike. He's 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure.
Called out on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Twins 3 and the Brewers 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the Twins catcher, Victor Caratini.
That's a ball.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Nope, that's a ball.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Fights it off. You'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, these Twins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 lines.
Runner takes off. Right side. Terrain. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. First and second. No outs. Eric Wagaman, the next Twin up to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Chad Patrick.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Nobody on his team is a better batting average than he does, Siggy.
Whoa.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that dropped foul. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-2. just off the inside edge. Payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The Twins trying to break this one open at the top of the fifth. Got him swinging for the kill. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Swing and a pop-up. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it!
Two aboard, 2 outs.
Now it's the right fielder, James Outman. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed. That's a strike across the top of the zone. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Twins strand a pair, but they still lead it 3-1. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the fifth. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 up, 1 down. That one misses. Ball 1. And stacking up his numbers against the rest of the league, Chris, his batting average puts him in the top 5. Next offering upstairs. The Brewers trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. Here's a 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch in this next one.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Choria, 1 for 2. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Siggy. And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice grab. What a play. Inning over. Nobody left for Milwaukee, and they still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Now here is Josh Bell. He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Siggy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball. Now one missed. Patrick, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
Ball 3.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. That one misses.
Ball 4.
So a leadoff
Perfect.
walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
This is again 5 in a row. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved his zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Bell on at first, nobody out. Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one off the outside edge. On the ground right side. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. There's Byron Buxton. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Byron Buxton blasts one out. His 29th of the season, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Inside, ball 1.
Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one ripped, but foul. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Minnesota solo shot extends the lead to the bottom of the 6th inning. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the 6th, Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
Well, these Brewers finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that's it for a strike. 0-1.
Carl, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed him. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The Twins leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Close, but call the ball. Ball 3. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did try to strike some. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Here's a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Comes a 2-2. And that one finds its way through. And that's a one-out single. Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Taylor Rogers. The left-handed reliever appears to be getting loose. Fonda also getting ripped. There's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 0-1.
Ball.
In the air, left field. And it's out of play. A foul ball. Contreras leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Bounce to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Milwaukee leaves 1, and they trail it 4-1. We go to the top of the 7th, and now for the Twins, Victor Caratini. To the right side. Bowers steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. Just missed.
Ball 2.
Hey! Two now. Just misses
That's
without
inside.
one. He goes down looking. 2 outs, base is empty. Eric Wagaman, the next to hit. Foul ball there. Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled hard the other way.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Swung on, popped up left side. Hamilton settles under it. And that is that. Down go the Twins in order, but they lead it 4-1. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Taylor Rogers.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Ball
That's
one
a ball.
there.
Big and bad right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And a 1-2. That one just misses. This one in the air. Keishel. And there's one away. Shortstop takes the ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
That's too low. And a count now 2-0. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Brewers trailing by 3 near the bottom of the 7th. That's down and in. Swings through that one. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4. David Hamilton up now for the Brewers.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with them coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. That one is inside ball 1. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction.
Runner on the go. In the air, left field. Diving, gets down, took the extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. In to score from first. In there safely.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Here Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Taylor Rogers out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. On the mound now for the Twins, Anthony Banda.
And he may only have to face one batter in this spot. At least that's what they're hoping as he tries to strand that runner at third. Big spot here.
Big spot, and here comes Jackson Chourio. Two outs with a runner at third. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Milwaukee with the RBI triple in the inning. It's now 4-2. You're watching Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here in Milwaukee, and now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. To check on him. That is quite a shot he took as you see him down on his knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Draws the walk there.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised they'd win his way at the plate, but as a hitter, he'll take that all day.
Bell, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And at first, 1 away. In the air, left field, and it's a foul ball. Flares it into the outfield. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. Time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Chad Paxson done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Aaron Ashby taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2. The Twins trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 8th. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Base hit into center field. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. He's safe. They lead by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Buxton stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Check swing called strike. And it's 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Up and in the infield. Runner at first base.
Oh, that ball goes back up the box and nailed it home. Whoops, he came home with it. Quarter for a strike. And it's 0-1. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a miss. And a strike. That's outside. Ball 1. Foul ball, he stays alive. Connecting the third ball, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
Now here is Victor Caratini. Passes the first. That ends the inning. And they limit the damage. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now back here at American Family Field. Ready for the bottom of the 8th.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Andrew Vaughn. Ground to third. Long throw to first. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Oh, that's out.
The Brewers trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Big swing and a miss.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
2-2 down. Line drive, connects to the extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Late with the swing there. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen.
0-1.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. And it's second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2-2 now. And that's outside. Up the middle. Lee. On to first. And that is out number 2.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That's the ball.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
And on second, 2 down. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout. So they turn to their closer, Cole Sands.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Stepping in, Luis Lara. The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Brandon Lockridge.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That one close, rule the ball. Ball 1. This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. For strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanding his fastball at the same tunnel that splitter comes, and the body just falls out of it.
The tying run at the plate. Up to short, Lee. Gets it easily, ends the inning. Brewers strand a couple, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back here at American Family Field, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Abner Uribe.
This guy's a strike player. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Over.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Uribe, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seam. Ground ball left side. Gets through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. There's your strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Keisha aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight.
Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second on a bounce. Safe.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
2 away. And the batter now, James Outton. He's already homered in this game.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's a ball.
Fastball is outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Payoff pitch. Got him looking for the kill. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. 1 left for Minnesota. They're still out in front, 5-2. Back here at American Family Field, digging in, Cooper Pratt. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Ball. That's down.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 away.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Outside.
Next pitch in for a strike. The count even 1-1. The Twins trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one lifted to left. Larney settles underneath it. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. This is Bryce Duran. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. This could end it. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board. Keep
Here in Milwaukee, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill, Robert Gasser. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Trevor Larnach. On the ground to third. Over to Terang. One. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And that drops in for a strike. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Buxton launched a homer in his most recent game. Right side, gone. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Twins, Bailey over. What should we keep an eye on here? Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
The 1-0.
Aye. Ball, that's out.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Line to the left center. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Durant headed to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Goes into second. That's an RBI double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against the firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here's Jake Bauers. And it's second.
That's ball 3.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but you gotta imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the second game of the series. This one in the air, center field, out under it. He's there, he's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Jackson Chourio.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
In the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. And they add to their lead. The run scores from third.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Garrett Mitchell stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
Ball 2.
Just
Outside,
missed.
that's ball.
And he walked it.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, dude. The last one wasn't even close.
Hey.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Stayed. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases. Right through there for a strike.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. inside. 3-2 now.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they boost their lead. They absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Doug. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes Christian Yelich.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games. Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
This one smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 5-zip.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Oh, that's it.
Brad turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. Back here at American Family Field. Top of the second.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention.
On the ground. Vaughn. He steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. Austin Martin now at the plate. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The Brewers looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help.
Ball.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
Foul ball.
This one in the air, right field. Bowers coming on. Makes the catch for the second out.
That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Ortiz went deep in his most recent game. Ortiz wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. Barely a hair out of his zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. That to right. Buxton sizing it up. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 1 down. That's out to center field. Out takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jackson Chourio. Not only is he young, Singy, he's the first player born in 2004 to reach the major leagues.
Whew. Is that supposed to make us feel good about ourselves?
No.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Ball.
Fastball for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. New inning getting started, and now for the Twins, Brooks lead.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Chourio settles under it, and there's 1 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Ryan Jeffers getting ready to hit. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. Lee leads off first with 1 away.
Ball 1.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Lee coming home. The relay. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. It's 5-1. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Ground ball left side. Low throw, and he can't pick it. First and second, 1 out. Here's Josh Bell. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. In comes the run from second.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Nice line drive to the full side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Inside, ball 1.
Second and third, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one's in there. Strike 1. Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Sidney. dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Outside with the breaking ball. Nice, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And even with his speed, they get the out. And here's the first baseman, Cody Clemens. He's 0 for 1. Ball 1. Two on, 2 outs.
At the ball.
Bounce to the right. Gone. Throws the first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 5 and the Twins 2. This is Brewers baseball on the show, Wisconsin. Back here at American Family Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd, Jake Bauers. Up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Brew. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And it lands foul. So we reset and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Hey!
Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play.
Ball 2.
That one outside. Full count out. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Next for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. He walked and came around to score his first time up. This is again 5 in a row. First signs of bullpen movement here in the early going. Dan Altavilla up and loosening in the pen. Matthews also throwing. Six straight outside the strike zone.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Contreras over at first with 1 away. Outside low, and the count is 3-1. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time out.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Line drive, phase hit. Right past his coach, headed to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Bailey over. Won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Sebby Matthews will take over here.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Catcher challenge will take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep both their challenge. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 6-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. This one in the air, right field. Bauer pulls it in on the run. Swinging a ground ball and foul ball. Foul ball there. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there are 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Lee in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Lee wants another look at the called strike. Gets a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
That one finds the zone. 3-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And that's inside and a good at-bat ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. That catches the outside corner. That is strike 2.
That's the ball.
Lee leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for Minnesota. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back here in Milwaukee, ready to go, bottom 4. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball. So you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing game.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. A 1-2.
Nope.
And that skips into dirt. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Hey!
So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here is Jackson Chourio. Fastball for a strike. There goes the runner. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Inside move to second. Terang back on a dive. And it's second. Clips the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Got him. 2 gone now.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Fouled off left side. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
That's ball 2.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. High fly ball, right field. Buxton on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Brewers strand 1. They lead it 6-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, these Twins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Next offering upstairs. Fights it off. You'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Goes down looking for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. That's to third. Tosses to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Two down, bases empty. Josh Bell, the next Twin up to hit.
Oh, 1.
Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big striker.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
And it's fouled away. Now the 0-1. That one fouled off. The Brewers leading by 4 at the top of the 5th. Hit hard on the ground is short. In time to ball. That takes care of Buxton. And that ends the inning. It's the Brewers 6 and the Twins 2. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really want to get to the starter.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. His 27th home run of the season, and they add on. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap, man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Mitchell checks his swing. Appeal down to third. He did not go around.
Hey, two.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, left field. Larned moving under it. And there's one away. Andrew Vaughn now. He's already homered here in this one. Sliced hard but foul.
Look out. That ball is smoke. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines just to ensure safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
2 away. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. It's a double, 3rd hit of the night for him. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Pratt, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Play made, that ends the inning. Another run for Milwaukee with the homer. It's 7-2. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Now it's going to be Cody Clemens. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jumps, throws. It's there, and that's a great play. To third, Ortiz. To first, 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Eric Wagaman, the next Twin up to hit. He swings and fouls one off. Wagaman, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year.
Ball 1. Inside, ball 2.
Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning going. On the ground to the left. And it gets by him. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the center fielder, James Outman.
Oh, that's good.
Strike 2.
Nope, that's down.
And that one ripped to left. Base hit into the outfield. Now a long throw home. And he's out.
Right there.
Touchdown, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at American Family Field, bottom of the 6th, Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers. And a line drive ripped down to the left center field, and a touchdown for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisper, and the call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. That's in there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That one lifted to left. Larnach on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down. 1 out man at first. Next to the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Now there's a bullet down the line. And foul ball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 0-2. Next offering is outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Out under it. Yeah, there's 2 away. Quick move to first. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the... We go to the top of the 7th. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Ryan Jeffers.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
And the lefty with the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Got him swinging for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The Brewers leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7.
Ball, that's low.
Here's a 2-0. And he hits a ground ball right side. Vaughn steps on the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th. Two down, base is empty. Now it's the Twins DH, Josh Bell. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. It drops in, gets away a little bit, and that keeps the inning alive. Bell, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one missing inside. And there's a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning. Twins strand a pair. They're down 5. It's 7-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dan Altavilla.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him. That's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That's a ball.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. 1-2 now.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one
No.
inside. Look out. There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Here comes the 0-1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Cody Funderburk, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2. Jackknifes out of the way. Second homer of the night, and they tacked on to their lead. It's 9-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers.
Up there.
And the 1-0. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Near the bottom of the 7th. Struck him out swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Out towards right center field. Out. Gets under it. Out. Number 2. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Dan Altavilla will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm. Cody Funderburk gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Down, nobody on. base hit to right. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and he lifted into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. A lot of folks believe he can make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
Yelich goes. There's the ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Is downstairs, and it's 2-1. Swing and a pop-up. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. It's now a 9-2 ball game. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Ball 1.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Robert Gasser done for the night. They had a pretty good outing for him as he leaves with a nice lead. New pitcher when we get back. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Jarrett Koenig. He last pitched 2 days ago. That's ripped into the outfield. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Pulls into second. That's a double to start the 8th.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And it's second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mitchell on the move to the gap. 1 away. So up next, Brooks Lee.
Ball, that's inside. Ball, down.
1 out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to the pitcher. Nicely done for the out. And first offering is fouled off. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 7. It's 9-2. Back here in Milwaukee, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Joey Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
Ball, that pitch is out.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And is off the batter's eye. He'll take a jog around the bases. His 9th homer of the year, and they add to their lead. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in the sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. There's a cutter array, kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
So a man at first. Jackson Choria will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Check on the runner. Terang dives back in safely. Runner goes again. Swing and a line drive at the base hit in the right field. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the swoop.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. They got moved to second. Choria back in on a dive.
Here's a 1-1. He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Cut out and miss. And the throw. He's out at third.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys that can drive the ball in the gap, hit the ball over the fence. You don't have to worry about being aggressive and trying to get yourself up, especially at third base in that situation. Just doesn't make any sense.
Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Cody Funderburk out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Righty reliever out of the pen, Justin Topa.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than one hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And now it's William Contreras. And everyone is thinking the same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. Out to short. A sliding play at short. Over to first. Got him. Nice play. 9th inning coming up. Milwaukee leads it 11-2. Last chance coming up for the Twins. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Here's your 1.
Nope, that's the ball.
Koenig, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a four-seamer. Here's a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning. The Brewers up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. The 0-1. Calls it in, and there's one away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Bell, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Ball 2.
Foul ball there. This one popped up. 2 down. And now the 0-1. They're down to their final strike.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Next pitch inside, ball 1.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And they'll do it again. That's the ball game.
So this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
11-2 the final tally. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's a beautiful night for the Sunday night showcase. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, this guy's been tearing it up at the plate, leading the entire league in batting average.
He's really making it look easy out there, Boog. Poised, patient, and hitting to all fields. Looking forward to seeing him in action in this one.
First pitch coming. And taking the ball for Milwaukee, Jacob Mizorowski.
Well, he got into the 8th inning his last time out, really pitching deep into games as of late. We'll see today how many innings he's got in him.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Ground. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One pitch and one out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Mizorowski with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first in time. Here's Byron Buxton. Foul ball there.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with.
It's the grab, and now we're in the inning. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Milwaukee. And on the mound now, Taj Bradley. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yes, batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. And he can jump you if you make a mistake.
This one popped up. Caratini. One away. Let's take a look at our lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Oh. Terang with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Hey!
Outside low. Goes down to 3-1. Swings through that. And they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And that's ball
That's
4.
4. Take your base.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
1 down. Here's the third baseman, Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn with a homer in his last game. Runner on the go, pitching for a strike. Saved at second with a stolen base. And it's second. To the right side, Keishel. Throw to first in time. Inside, almost got it.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get the hit. And all it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
2 outs, runner at first. Jake Bauer up now for the Brewers.
Definitely stumbling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Stays alive. Deep right field, way back. They're here. A 2-run blast. And they kick on to their lead. It's 3-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
There's the strike. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. It's the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Back here at American Family Field. We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now.
Got off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame. Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area. Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Vic Caratini at the plate. That one at triple digits.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Just missed. The Brewers would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. Good job to fight that one off.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boo. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Next to hit, Eric Wagaman. 2 for 9 so far in the series.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Slice to right, and it stays fair. Lead runner around second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. In there for strike 1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. High fly ball right field. Lara drops steps, heads back on it. Stretches out and hauls it in. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 3 and the Twins nothing. This is the Sunday night showcase on MLB The Show. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the second. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers. And that is out of play.
No.
Here's a 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Oh.
This one in the air, center field. Out, settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. So digging in, David Hamilton, singing he's never finished a season with more stolen bases in his entire career.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen.
And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenge. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. And gone! It's his 8th home run of the year. And they add on. It's 4-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0.
If you want to highlight a portion of the season where he's been really good at driving runners in to score, he can circle his last 10 games.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Out, settles underneath it. And that will end the inning. But the Brewers add one with a solo shot. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Ground ball right side. Terang slinging it to first in time. Two down, base is empty. Here's Josh Bell. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
On the ground to the left. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Walton in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 2 on, 2 outs.
0-1.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is that. Twins strand a pair. They trail it here 4-0. Back here for the Sunday Night Showcase. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Well, Boog, as we talked about in the open, he's been a cheat code at the plate. No hits yet in this one, but a lot of game left.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That one lifted to left. Buxton on his way over. And a quick out, number 1. Strike 2. foul ball. He stays alive. Hit on the ground to short. Lee slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. William Contreras will hit next. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. Gets under it and pops it up. Caratini should have this one. And that ends the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They lead 4-0. On to the 4th. And now for the Twins, Victor Caratini.
Well, these Twins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
The 2-1. That one in triple digits. Now a screamer into the outfield. There's one away. The Twins down by 4. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 up, 2 down. Eric Wagaman, the next Twin up to him. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
So this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Oh.
In there for a strike at 100 miles an hour. In the count 1-2. He'll challenge that was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. Still 1 challenge left for them. Two down, nobody on. And he chases that one. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Twins retired in short order. They're down 4-0. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Check swing called strike. And now it's even 1-1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Dan Altavilla, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Matthews getting loose as well. Him out looking. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. In the air left field. Buxton gets under it. And there's 2 away. Here's Gary Sanchez now. Went down on strikes his first time through. In the air, right field. Wallman on his way in. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they lead it 4-0. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee. That's in for a strike, a slider.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Out towards right center field.
And there's one away. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. Just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Feel the changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Just misses with that one. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Brian Jeffers, the next to hit.
No, that's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're at the top of the 5th. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Off the plate, and the count is 2-2. Hit hard, base hit. And they had their first hit since the 2nd inning.
He was all over that one. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. Such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
The 1-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Just missed. Jeffers off the first with 2 away. That one clips the outside corner. Strike 1. In there at the knees.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap could definitely score it.
Loves it on the dive to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Dan Altavilla. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Lockridge. He's 0 for 1.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
0-2 now. Lifted in the air, right center field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those could be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out
there. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Here's a high chopper. Caratini takes it himself. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. So up next, Jackson Chourio. And that's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Ball one there.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Brewers go down quietly, but they're in front 4-0. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game. Byron Buxton getting ready to hit. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Home run number 30 on the year. And they cut it to the deficit. It's 4-1.
First pitch changeup didn't fool him in the slightest. He got the front foot down, and then he blasted it out of here.
That misses the zone. Ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Pitch in the dirt. Ball two. Just
No,
missed.
that's a ball.
Swinging a foul straight back. Payoff pitch. Downstairs, and that's ball four. So digging in, Victor Caratini, 1 for 2. And there's a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
This one in the air. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And that's through there for a strike. Line drive to short and
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Eric Wagaman now at the plate. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you, but perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Has some trouble with it. Well, coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. So up next, James out there. Ground ball left side. And it stays fair. Runner around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. And now they trail by one.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get beat.
Ball one low. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes the runner. Relay throw home. He's safe. Tie ball game. 4-4. Josh Bell at the plate now. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page, keep pressing forward.
Only triple digits.
Dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. And that's the third out. So not. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cody Funderburk.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And that one hammered. Tied at 4. Activity in the bullpen. Taylor Rogers loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Fonda also getting ripped. To keep things quiet all day. That's hit number 1 and probably not his last.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Throw to first. And he's back in safely. Runner on the move. Pitch it for a strike. Throw to second. Out of bounds. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that kick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
This one smacked out to left center. Takes it in for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Runner edges away at second. Softly hit to third, but it kicks foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fights it off, we'll see another.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow find back into this at bat through the count.
And it's second.
That's a really good take.
On the play. And foul ball. Here's a 2-2. And that's outside. Hit in the air, center field. Out, has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Brewers strand one through 6. Back inside the stadium, and the Sunday night showcase is a close one. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. D.L. Hall gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him. Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Runner on the go. Pitches low. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Tied at 4.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Just missed.
This doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Victor Caratini next to bat for Minnesota. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Caratini in the box, lays off for ball 1. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Looks to second. That's one. Olsen. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. On the ground to third. Wrong. And that will end the inning. They get a leadoff single, but leave them stranded. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. And we are tied 4-4. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Rogers.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
That's the third, and that one handled. throws to first in time. Oh, great stop. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Brandon Lockridge digs in now.
Try to keep good speed off the bases.
High fly ball, right field. And that will end the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. This game's all tied at 4. Back here at American Family Field. And now for the Twins, Eric Wagaman. Swings through that one for strike 1. And it's 1-1. That's to third. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Just not enough on that throw to get it all the way across the infield in the air, and unfortunately he didn't get the bailout he needed over there at first.
Runner takes off. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Go-ahead run holds up at third as the ball comes back in. Second and third after the double. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Austin Martin. A critical at bat in this game for him. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. D.L. Hall done for the night, and he's on the hook for the run. So they turn things over to the righty, Abner Uribe.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Tied at 4. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Swing and a pop ball. 1 away.
That's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy to pick him up.
Ryan Jeffers will hit next. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Just off the inside edge. The Twins with the go-ahead run at third. We're the top of the 8th. That one missing inside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And there's 2 down.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0. That one in triple digits. And fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air center field. And that's the third out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the eighth. Leading off, David Hamilton.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Got foul to play. This one chopped to the ground, but foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
The lefty to 1-0. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. And he swings through that one. All tied up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. And that one inside and it hit him.
Thank you, mate.
This is Bryce Terang.
Yet another solid performance for the league leader in average, Brew. He has a unique confidence in the box right now.
Runner on the go. There's a ball.
Now go ahead, runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball two. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Saint.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Brew, they're just not what they used to be. And they sound like both guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
And it's second. Towards first. Caratini steps on the bag. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Taylor Rogers won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. On the mound now for the Twins, Anthony Banda.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
That one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Inside just missed. Pitch count in great shape. It seems you might have a chance to finish it. And the count 1-2. Got it swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Milwaukee leaves one. Score remains tied at 4. We go to the ninth. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. Uribe on the mound for the 40th time this season. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Four in the ninth. That one is downstairs. And that is ball one.
Nope, that's away.
Ground ball up the middle. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. And he'll just eat it. So that's an infield knock.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Tap foul for play. Tied at 4. Swing and a miss. Him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
It becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him the space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Go ahead run on base. Victor Caratini, the next Twin up to him. And that misses. And that's ball one.
Right through there for a strike.
One away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. The next pitch misses. 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner takes off. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. It's off the inside corner. Ball one. And on second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. The first, and that is that. Well, they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Bottom of the 9th inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. Here's the Brewers DH, William Contreras. That's in there. Strike one.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Splits the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Justin Topa, right-handed sinker baller, who looks to be readying himself. Sands getting cranked up as well. Got him looking for the K. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Oh!
slider right there.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling at all.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. He boots it. Shakes it first for the throw. Let's see how they roll this one. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Low. Batting with one down, takes the strike. The Brewers with the go-ahead run at first. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Stays alive. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The Brewers with the winning run on at first. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That misses. Now 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Swings, and this one's full. There. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. He gets there. Leading run at third with only one out.
Well, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So digging in, Brandon Lockridge. Goes opportunity right here. And that drops in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Upstairs, ball 1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big.
Justin Topa will take over here.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Christian Yelich. He comes up with a chance to walk it off. And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Lined into right. In there. That'll do it. In comes the winning run. And the Brewers walk it off 5-4.
So coming in the ninth inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
One here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Schaum. We'll talk to you soon.